lot of content creators out there that make content, right, to entertain and to educate and to inspire. Yeah. But one of the things that we never really find out about our content creators is what they're made of. Who are they? Where are these people? Like, why are the way they are? And I'm going to tell you a story about when I was a 9-year-old boy, and my stepmother was pregnant at the time, and all I really wanted was a sister. You know what I mean? It's one of those things that I really wanted. I looked at other friends that had sisters and what their relationship was, and I just really wanted that. And so, as life goes on, God gave me what I wanted. I wanted a sister, and I got one. And I used to take her everywhere. I was I am 9 years older than her. So when she became, old enough, 5, 6, 7 years old, I would take her all over the place with me. And she was my world for a really long time. And then when she turned 18, my stepmother divorced my father, and my sister left, and I was in school, and I had gone abroad, and I lost touch with that young lady, and I never got it back. So the moral of the story is not to feel sorry for the situation or anything like that. It's just that some things in life are taken from you, not because of anything that you did, but just out of pure circumstance. I love that when I tell these stories, the wind picks up and nature starts to talk with me, starts reminding me of the turbulent time I had to go through in life by myself, thinking that I had a sister, but I really didn't. She was stolen from me. She was like hijacked. And here she lived with my stepmother, and she also worked for her. And so my sister, the poor thing, never got to live a life of her own, right? She was employed by her. She lived with her. She was basically indoctrinated by this woman. And when I was young, I was very fond of my stepmother. And then I found out who she really was. And that she didn't have very many friends. And the friends that she did have always called her a liar. And I wondered why. And I thought it was a joke, right? Because you grow up and the wind just stopped. And people called her a liar, and I wondered why. And so as I got older and I went through my life, I realized that I didn't really like her. And she wasn't the nicest of people, right? She was highly abusive, always put me down. And so letting my sister go and live with this woman really broke my heart. And it was one of those moments in life where I was powerless. I didn't know what to do. So I lost touch with that young lady, Sarah. And she invited me to her wedding. And like all weddings that I go to, they're kind of fucking traumatic. Anyways, I go to this wedding and she doesn't invite my father. And she has her best friend give her away. Instead of the man who gave birth to her. That's another story altogether, but let's just stick to this one. And anyway, I go to her wedding, and after her wedding, I was so enthralled by the whole experience that I even offered to buy her wedding dress for her. I hadn't seen her in years, but I really wanted her to look pretty on that day. She still was the woman that I wanted, right? Like, I always wanted a sister. And so I wanted her to look the most beautiful she could ever look on that day. And after that wedding, again, that stepmother of mine hijacked her again, and I never spoke to her again. She contacted me on my 50th birthday 3 years ago, and we spoke for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, like nothing had ever happened. But then I lost touch with her. And I still think about her from time to time. Not as often as I should. Not as often as I want to. But I just wanted to tell you about my sister. Because I miss her. And as a content creator, I just want you to know that just because we come off as, funny or entertaining or educational, we have our own lives, right? And not very many people are willing to share those lives with people. And me, I had to live a secret my whole life, being an alcoholic and a drug addict. And so 2025, if you listen to the end of this, type in 2025 because I want to see who's on. But 2025 is the year that I talk about the shit that I held on for so many years. Because I think that people should get to know the real Kevin. Because I want to get to know the real Kevin in the process. So if any of this resonates with you, man, leave a comment. I don't want to speak ill of anybody, but I just wanted to let them know that these videos, I hope they reach you, and I hope that you know that you stopped being my sister because you tethered yourself to your mother, and your mother thought that she was going to do the best for you, but in actual fact, she just enabled you. My sister, the poor girl, has had a lot of plastic surgery, and I don't know who made her feel so insecure, because I really wanted her to live her full life, but unfortunately, she lives a life that doesn't belong to her, but belongs to her mother. And the day that she told me that it was her mother and not my mother, even though she raised me, is the day that I stopped calling her my mom. So, Sarah, I hope if you hear this video or see it, you know that I think about you, and that I'm really sorry for what happened to you. And I hope one day you'll have the courage to live your own life. Because I think it's important. Time's ticking, honey. See you soon.